we'll talk about it. Hey, hello everybody.
Hello.
We are
Welcome.
live. Welcome.
We have 3 special guests tonight. Sorry.
We do have 3
Don't
special
use them.
guests. That one right there. we have 2 special guests tonight and Shawn. And welcome
I
to
ain't that special.
You are special.
I'm just some guy.
You're some guy. You're a fun guy. Welcome to the Monday Night Live Coin Q&A, everybody. As you can see, we have 2 very special guests. You guys know Mike Noodle over there. Mike Nodelman from the Coin Show podcast and Shawn Tew. Sorry, Shawn Tew. We've had him on before. And he wrote this book. And he wrote the other rabbit hole book that we had him on to talk about. So he's going to do a little bit of a presentation for you guys a little bit later and talk about his book. And then we're going to give this baby away. And it is signed. And Mike is going to do something special too. He's got a special announcement, but we're going to talk about a couple things before he does that. Shannon, you want to say hi to everybody?
Well, I have been saying hi to most people. Miss Weaver just came in, so hi. Dan McCumber came in. Let's see, Dennis, I don't think I saw you earlier. So hello. There's Ida Herring. Best of the best coin community. Welcome in. Captain Jigga, what's up? Farm Dog.
Captain Jigga. What's up?
Okay, so yeah, maybe I should first start by apologizing to everyone, including
Mike,
who saw the short video last week and kind of thought that something terrible might have happened to our bestest friend here, Amanda. And that was not quite the intent. So I apologize for anyone that kind of
She's fine.
had everything just sink,
she's right there.
She is absolutely fine. Or maybe we replaced her with some kind of AI. I mean, Felty did say, hey, I can see Amanda better. So I don't know if that's with your adjustments you've made on your computer or whatnot.
The new laptop?
Then, well, no, it's
fixed.
Okay.
It's the old one. Okay. Yeah. She has the capability to do that. Not me. I don't.
Very nice.
So yeah. But yeah, and speaking of videos, Amanda and I released a video this week. If you guys haven't watched it, please go take a look at it. It is not monetized, so we get nothing from the video. I'm just telling you guys, go watch it because it is about the St. Jude's auction on the 16th of March, and it's coming up so fast. This is the 2nd annual. Last year, we raised over $25,000 for St. Jude's, and this year, Ida has upped the ante. She has upped the bar to $50,000. So we have over 300 lots. It is amazing. We have some graded gold coins. We have silver. We have boxes of silver. We have boxes of copper. We have everything that you can think of. Metal detectors, all kinds of stuff. So make sure you go watch it. It'll tell you how to pre-register. You have to pre-register to bid, and it'll explain why. And if you want to donate, the items have to be in Ida's hot little hand by the 29th. If she gets them late, they'll still be auctioned off for the St. Jude's, but they will be auctioned on her channel in the morning and not during the March 16th and 17th auctions. There's that. All right. Well, I'm going to open up a little bit. I'm going to rant for a minute. You're welcome. And going to get your guys' take on something that came out in Coin World this week. As you know, we've been kind of excited and talking about the 2026 semi-quincentennial circulating coinage. We've been talking about it since they talked about it. And I've been really excited specifically about the design change on the Lincoln cent. But apparently, thank you, U.S. Mint, they've decided to only do something to this effect on the Lincoln cent and the nickel, which is a dual date. The other ones will have the quarter, the dime. Let's say the quarter and the dime will have, and I think the $50 will have full obverse and reverse design changes for that 1 year. But for these, we just get the dual date with the tilde. But as Shawn talked about, Shawn Tew, our guest, he it also talks about possibly replacing the tilde with a Liberty Bell. Privy. So we'll see. But Shawn had a great idea. What were you talking about, Shawn Tew, that would be a great idea for them to do?
I think they should do the privy just like they did with the W quarters, and have a treasure hunt again.
That would be a fantastic idea. Have a limited amount with the Liberty Bell and the rest with the tilde. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah.
Yeah. They could even just leave the tilde in there between the dates and put the Liberty Bell off to the side like the V75 privy.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be really, really cool. The W quarter did bring in a lot of new collectors to the hobby. It was fantastic for that. But I don't, it's probably too late. They probably are already, no, in the mint, they may be striking these already. Who knows? What do you think, Mike?
About
this?
Oh, okay. So I'm an opinionated person. I'll take a shot.
That's why we're friends.
So, in retrospect, I look back at the program 50 years ago because I was around for it, and just what they did then versus what they're doing now. What they're doing now is a step up from that. How much change can you handle? How much change can you do? Well, in today's world, with all the computerized design and CNC and stuff, you can do anything you want. So, I'm a little disappointed at this is what they're going to do. I wonder if they're going to do like they did well, no, I know they're going to make 2025 quarters. So it's like they're only going to do this for the year 2026. During the bicentennial, they actually made the quarters for a year and a half and put them out there, from June of 75.
And the Ikes, right?
Yeah, well, all of them. They made 74 coins until mid 75, and then in mid 75 they started making the bicentennial coins until the end of 76. So, I mean, was there a design contest for this? I don't know. Have we seen the design? So all of this stuff, it's like, is it enough? I don't think so. But how much change is what you want?
Yeah.
For a non-answer answer.
Yeah. No, that's. Yeah, I'm just upset about it, just because I was so excited, particularly about the Lincoln.
What you were looking for in a change with Lincoln set? What did you want?
Something other than Lincoln. I just was hoping that Okay, so I was on the side of bringing back classic coin designs.
Great.
For that 1 year. That was my vote. Now we could have done a flying eagle, I don't know.
I think they should finish
we really
off.
We could have done a cap bust. I don't know.
I mean, you couldn't have done the flying eagle. Only one reason. There's no Liberty on it anywhere.
Oh.
So you'd have to add that. So you really couldn't do that.
But they could have added it. They could have tweaked it.
Yeah. No, they have. And when they have, they generally ruin the designs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
So I think that I like your idea of doing maybe a throwback coinage.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you do that in 20 you should have done it in 1994.
You're thinking of the Constitution, right?
No, I'm thinking about the birth of the U.S. Mint in 1794.
Oh, yeah. But
that's when I would do it, is on an anniversary of that, because it's the
2094?
Well, I mean, that I'm never going to live to see that. So, I mean, that's not going to work, but I think they should have done it 30 years ago.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just, I like I said, I read this. I was a little disappointed because I think that they built it up so much. Now, maybe they'll, hopefully when the other denominations come out, I'll be like, oh, okay, they nailed it. I'm okay with it.
I
Whatever.
still think the forward-looking design of Jefferson's creepy.
I hate this. I absolutely hate this design. I think it is horrible. And I think, who was it that did it? Paquet or no, who was it that did this? It was made after I don't know. Anyway, I'm making crap up again, and I don't want to do that. Somebody, but I don't like it. So there's that, and everybody knows it. Okay, so I got one more that I wanted to talk about, and this is kind of thanks to you guys, Mike, because it was the first time I'd ever heard about this. Let's see. Is it this one? Yes. And I don't know, I can't remember if you guys talked about this or not. The waffle coins that escaped the mint.
A long time ago, yeah. I love
Well,
these.
they just released this. So these are trial strikes. Yeah, these are trial strikes, and they are done with those
Here, we're gonna test out the destruction process. That makes a lot of sense.
So these were done with those nonsense dies, the Martha Washington nonsense dies, and that's why they were not supposed to leave the mint. The other waffle coins, they sell them in the gift shop. The mint's going to make their money, but these were not supposed to leave the mint.
Well, these aren't technically coins.
No, right. But I thought it was really cool. So I got to, if you guys have an opportunity, do a little bit of research on those Martha Washington nonsense dies. You and Matt talked about them a while ago. How I think somebody asked if she had ever been on a coin.
Yeah.
And you guys said
she was on the trials for the Sacagawea dollar for the Susan B. Anthony as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and they're very cool looking. And they did them actually on Lincoln cents too, the Shield cents. They have mini versions of them. But yeah, so that's all I have. That's all I have for that.
Cool.
That's all I have.
Thank you, Coin Curious, for the $20 super.
Thank you, Coin
sticker,
Curious. We had a couple super chats before the stream started, and I lost sight of them.
We did. It was from Devin Halberta. He did a $20 one and then a $10 one.
Thank you, Devin. Thank you so much.
Appreciate all of the support.
So, Mike, are you ready to do your announcement?
Sure.
All right. Let's do this.
Okay. So I'm Mike. I'm with the Coin Show podcast, also the Ancient Coin podcast with Aaron Burke. We do a show on the off weeks called the Coin Show Hangout on Saturday nights. We have often had guests from this panel on our show. This week, we are going to have the very lovely and talented Shannon. He's coming on our show. And we are also going to have, let's see, so we're going to have Shannon. We're going to have Jack Young. We're going to have young Jack, who is Jack Smith. And we're going to have T the Silver Stacker. Now, I don't know how much YouTube you guys watch. And if you watch silver stacking videos or if you watch any other, numismatic videos, but T has been doing videos, educational numismatic videos for about the past 2.5 years. Really engaging, really smart guy, has never, ever shown his face on a video. He's decided to reveal his face, and he's going to do it on our Hangout on Saturday night. So if you're familiar with his videos, you're not familiar with his face, you'd like to be, Coin Show Hangout, all you do is go to our, you can go to our YouTube channel, The Coin Show, at The Coin Show, or go to our Facebook page, The Coin Show, or Friends of The Coin Show. And that's a private group you can join, and you'll have access to it from there. Thank you for the platform.
That's fantastic. That's always
It's gonna
so
be fun.
exciting. I've seen a few YouTubers that have done like face reveals after being on for a while, and they never look like you think they're going to look.
Never.
Never.
No, they never.
That was one of the first things
It's
I
like
got when
seeing
I
the
revealed
DJ.
my face.
Really,
Right?
Shawn?
It's like seeing the
Yeah.
DJ.
What's that, Mike?
It's like seeing the DJ.
Yeah.
You've heard his voice forever, and you have this picture in your mind of what he looks like, and then you're like, wow, he has the looks for radio.
Yeah. So yeah, that's going to be exciting. So we will throw your guys's. I think we might have your channel in our description, but
We
if
did.
not, we'll throw. We do.
I don't know if we do, but I did. I've thrown
Okay.
their channel in the chat. So if anybody is not subscribed to Matt and Mike, please go do so.
Yes, please
It's fun
do.
time.
And if you wouldn't mind, Shannon, put my other
Yeah, put the ancient coin.
Ancient
on.
Coin podcast is available on Aaron Burke's YouTube page. So he's at Aaron Burke.
Okay, hang on. Give me a
Yeah,
second.
that's a great one. If you guys are at all interested in ancients, and I know some of you are because we get your questions, and then Mike gets them.
And then Aaron gets them.
And
let's
Aaron
not
gets
get
them.
anybody.
Well, that is the beauty of what we do. We have access to some of the brightest minds in this hobby.
And then there's me.
Well, it's important. It's important to us that our viewers get the correct information. So we have no problem saying we don't know, but we're going to find out for you.
Sometimes it's the smartest thing you can say.
Yeah. So
And
yeah,
Joey K, you're correct. Except Wolfman Jack, he did look exactly like everybody.
he did. He sure did. That I didn't even think about that. He sure did. So what we're going to do now, you guys, is we're going to let Shawn do his presentation, talk about his book. Super exciting. When he's all done, we're going to we have about 5 emails. We're going to go through those, and then we're going to give this book away, and we're going to give away our ANA sponsored gold membership. So stick around. Okay, Shawn, you ready?
Yeah, you might have to walk me through this because I can't remember how to do it. So
Okay. So down below it says present. Do you
Yep,
have
I
your
got
you have your slideshow open in another window?
Yep.
Okay. Down below in StreamYards it says present. Click on that and then choose the window that you want to share. And then just share it. Just click share. And you guys, Shawn has a little bit of a delay. His boys are playing Xbox or whatever they're playing.
It's keeping them quiet.
It's keeping them quiet. That's right.
Yeah, they're quiet already. It's kind of scary.
It always is.
I'm trying to get here.
Okay.
Well, I think I had it.
I'll
Did I
be.
come up? I can't see myself.
What's that?
I said I can't see myself, so I don't know if it's up or not.
It has not come up yet. It'll come up on the bottom of the screen, and I'll bring it up when you do. You have to click present down below. Then click share screen.
I did that. And I
And
got an
choose
entire
the window
screen.
and click on the window.
Oh, I got it.
We'll figure it out, you guys.
It's slowly getting there.
It's okay.
There we go.
There we go. Whoa. So you have to click on the other. That is the wrong screen.
That one better?
No. You're clicking on
No.
entire window. You clicked on entire window.
Oh, I have window and window and window
Window
now.
on the window and
Great.
the window. So click stop share. There you go.
Let's start this over.
I just said this is like being in the she shop.
It is. I don't know.
All right, we got share screen.
Hi, Belties. Belties is our young kid. He's our kiddo in the chat. He's doing amazing, learning lots of stuff.
There, I think we got it now.
Do we? There it is. Oh, yay! That's it. Now you can click like full. There you go. Perfect.
All right, so
I'm gonna mute, and it's all yours.
let's see if I can figure out where I'm at here. I wish this thing would go full screen. I'll figure it out here. Hold on. All right, so what is going on?
This is going to be a short presentation.
Yeah, okay, I just flipped through the whole thing.
Captain Jigga says F11. That must be
F11.
Hey, your time's up. All right, so you guys can see it now because I can't see you guys. So
yes.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, so yep. All right, we're going now. The coin that's in that bottom right-hand corner was kind of what this book started off while I was writing the Rabbit Hole in the 1909. And I got with Mike Diamond trying to figure out why this looked like gold flakes. And Joe Cronin and Ken Potter had both had similar coins, but nothing had ever been tested. So I ended up going to my local coin store, got an XRF done of it. I happen to live really close to Michigan State University, and they have a lab there that has some very cool toys in it that I was able to do a lot of readings on this to find out it was just missing the zinc. So it's just tin and copper mixed together. So that's what started this book of another rabbit hole. I led this off by doing a composition of U.S. coinage going all the way back to 1783. And then it kind of broke it down to explain what an alloy mix was. So an alloy mix is one or two or more metals mixed together to create, a base metal. And with the crude technology, a lot of times the metals being different melting points don't exactly mix thoroughly like they should. So I kind of decided I'm going to go back as far as I can go back and see where this thing all started. My oldest coin is an 1863 Civil War that shows different colors of copper in it. So being that it was supposed to be pure copper made, I needed to find out why did that have a woody look to it. So the first chapter covers every coin ever minted, their metallurgical composition. And you can see it wasn't until we get into 1859 that they start adding in zinc, tin, and different alloys to create the coins. Some of these I didn't even know existed, like the ring cent, until I started doing some research. And this takes you all the way through gold coinage. I'll just kind of look through, and when anybody asks me on my page, is this a improper alloy mix? I kind of point them back to this chart and say, okay, was there more than one alloy into it? Was it coated, or were they mixed together? Your war nickels, V nickels, they all have improper alloy mixes. Of course, your coppers, I have not yet ever seen a gold one. I don't think you'll ever will, even though they put copper in it. So this was kind of a fun chart to put together. Pete Apple helped me out tremendously, because even though the chart and a lot of that information came off the internet, there was one seated bus that never even made it onto this chart and actually went into publication before we even caught it. So I kind of had to cancel the whole publication process, even though we had already gone through multiple revisions and edits. Things still seemed to slip through the cracks. That takes you through the $50 gold piece. You can see most all of the gold has some sort of copper in it, except for the turban head eagle. That looks like it has a little bit of zinc. So sources of causing alloy textures. Now, me living in Michigan, I learned that, you know, the copper peninsula up there produced majority of all copper for the U.S. mints when it was up and running. Now you got impurities in there, silver that doesn't get burned out, that like this Sheldon down here, you can see the streaks in it, and mainly that's just the impurities that haven't been pulled out of the copper planchet before it was struck. Some of the U.S. mints, the reports from the U.S. Mint will show that a lot of times they took bent, damaged copper, remelted that into new stock. There again, if you don't have the exact ratio of alloys, you're still going to have a fluctuation in color and in alloy mixes. So I found that a lot of the woodies that come out in the Indian head pennies and in the early Lincoln cents were actually, even though they have those tiger stripes, those different finenesses of alloy mixes, they still were within tolerance. As long as the coin held together, they didn't care what it looked like. As long as it struck fine, they didn't care what it looked like. I have not found too many flying eagles. As far as this one, I had to pull off the internet just trying to search for one, but they still have that improper alloy mix, copper and nickel. So other denominations, like I said, are mainly the Buffalo nickels, the War nickels, V nickels, not too many dimes. Once in a while, there's kind of speculation on, and I know Paula and I had this discussion the other day on the 43 cents. There's a couple that Blaine Newport sent me images of that there is a discoloration or a streaking on it. With the coating on there, I'm still on the fence whether or not that would actually be considered an alloy mix issue. Foreign, I love my foreign coins. I get them a lot of Canadian coins, a lot of European, even some German during the World War I have alloy mixes with their copper. Not too many of them, but once in a while I find a really nice one. Joe Cronin actually has a really nice 2-cent one up right now. That's a plate coin. If anybody's interested in buying that, it's up on my Facebook page. Metal impurities and early coppers. A lot of this comes from, like I said, the Upper Peninsula in Michigan. Kind of a little background as far as where shipments came from and who was making the blanks and the ingots for Philadelphia. This is actually one of my coins out of my personal collection. It's pretty cool to find something, you know, almost 100 years, 200 years old, that still has that woody effect to it. Then we get into the improper alloys, you know, the wheats that I enjoy. This actually targets down to 1 micron under the surface and is usually measured in nanometers. The SEM or EDX scan at MSU, I have a tech there that's absolutely wonderful. and does a lot of ancients there as far as metallurgical alloys and composition. So you can see here, there's a readout of 3 areas targeted. One, the alloy mix, one, the copper planchet as it should stand. And you can see that there's minute traces of zinc and copper just in one area. There's also a little bit of silver, some tin, a lot of carbon. So this is where the coating of the base metal, you can see that 43's got some streaks through it, whether it's like the 80s dirty rollers that are showing there. I'm still hesitant on the 1980s. I did find an off-center strike that I picked up and lost it during a show. It showed those streaks down inside the planchet, and I was going to have that tested. But unfortunately, somehow with me breaking down my tables, I didn't have it in a flip, and it fell somewhere, and I no longer have it. So I'm off on another search to see if those are actually just on the surface or cut one in half and see if it goes through the planchet. Another rabbit hole that I'll go down eventually when I find some time. The metal inclusion of coins. This is what started my whole thought process. This 1910 in the bottom left-hand corner was actually written in 2004 by Ken Potter in one of his articles. It's changed a couple of hands. It's been in multiple publications, including this book. And it was thought that this strip that goes across there could be gold embedded or a gold flake that somehow ended up being embossed into the planchet. It is not. It is just a zinkless strip of copper or bronze that won't tarnish, and it's a great little piece to look at. The 1912 came from Joe Cronin as well. And those are chunks of metal. They're not actually, it's almost kind of like scraping the dry paint off of a paint can. It's just a chunky metal that either was on the edge of the ingots when they were hot or when they were being rolled out, fell onto a planchet and were embossed in. It's a type of an alloy mix, but it's not your typical woody. So it ended up being categorized as an inclusion of a chunk of foreign metal, kind of like silver in some of the memorial scents that appear once in a while. There again, we're doing the micron test with the SEM to prove that it was copper and zinc, or copper and zinc that's in there. A little bit of tin. There's kind of a weird ratio. So the bottom with it where the stripe's at actually has 11% tin and very trace metals of zinc, where the normal ratio should be 5% total zinc and tin with 95% copper. Oops, we're going a little too fast. So some of the side effects that you get with the improper alloys: split clamshells, detached lamination peels, split planchet before and after strikes. That's when foreign, like oil, water, some dirt gets in between the layers of copper and ends up splitting them with the heat when it gets annealed. I have put together full woody sets from 1909 to 1940 and a partial lamination set. It's really hard to try and find lamination for every mint, mark, and year, but it is doable. Detached clamshells, and then you got your split planchet at the bottom. And that's probably about it. So This is where I can be contacted. Both books are available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. And if you want to join the Improper Alloy Mixed Coin site, I encourage you to. There's quite a few prominent people on there now. We have just reached 6,300 members.
Nice.
We had a few questions from the chat,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't mind. Let's see.
That's why we're paying him the big bucks.
Yeah, that's why
There we go.
the big bucks. So Jack Young is in the chat and said, I have extensive 2-level XRF testing results for early copper half and large cents, both genuine and counterfeit examples. Interested in your summary. So that's not a question, but statement. Do you find, Ida Herring says, do you find that there is more improper alloy mixes with Lincoln cents than other coins?
Shawn, you know how to get a hold of Jack Young, right?
Who, me?
Okay.
Shawn Tew.
Oh.
Shawn Tew, you know how to get a hold of Jack, right?
Probably not.
Well, so we put the link to his Fun with Fakes and stuff in our group chat yesterday.
Okay.
So if you go in there, just click on that, and then maybe
yeah.
yeah.
I remember.
That's him.
That's him. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So maybe shoot him a message, and you guys can talk.
That
I'm
will
sure
work.
you would have a very interesting conversation.
Yeah. Jack's
I have a
amazing.
question, Shawn. So a lot of these improper alloy mixes, it's my impression at least that when the grading services see these, it doesn't help the grade at all. As a matter of fact, a lot of times it hurts the grade to have an improper alloy mix. Sometimes it won't even be graded at all. Do you think that's really fair to these coins?
So I've noticed when I first started doing the alloys, I could go to an LCS and pick them up for a couple of bucks. Usually they were in the dollar bin. Since I wrote this book and been tracking the stuff on eBay, those that know, actually my work got copied on the flake alloys, and now there are 1911 Lincoln wheat cents being offered for $500 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen these now sell for $200-300. Yes, I think the grading system, it's very hard to see the details, especially in Indian head pennies with the diamonds. You really have to play with. I have 3 different light systems that I have to use when I'm doing alloys to try and grade or look for die markers, because the alloy is almost like a camouflage. It just camouflages so much detail on it. Most people look at them as junk.
Yeah.
But like anything in collections, once you have a following and you start promoting it, now all of a sudden the challenge goes out. Can you put a whole set together?
You know what's interesting, Shawn, is that improper alloy mix coins tend to go in and out of popularity.
Mm-hmm.
Frank Coin Dragon in the chat, he's like really into Woody's improper alloy mix, Lincoln cents in particular, and he can vouch for that. About 6-7 years ago, there was a huge, on YouTube in particular, there was a huge market for them, and then they kind of died out, and then they got popular, and then they kind of died out, and now they're getting popular again. So it's interesting to watch that.
I see Tuck Rants up there said about the Canadian cents. I actually started working on a 1858 through 1920 large Canadian cent alloy set.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's a challenge.
It's a cool set.
So I have that one about halfway done.
I have a beautiful Great Britain.
Yeah, Great Britain, the 1 pennies and
Mm-hmm.
the shillings are really cool. I get a lot of those from overseas. If you go on the eBay AU site,
Mm-hmm.
you can get their foreign coins. Our regular coins over there are a lot cheaper.
What was Ida's question again? Because it got skipped over. I kind of interrupted. And
Well,
I'm sorry
she was asking if it's more prevalent, I guess, to find the alloy mixes with Lincoln Cents than other coins. Do you find more in the Lincoln Cents series than?
Yes, and even the variety series, I have tracked down. Like I have a 31S, I have a 14D. Kathy Hoffman's on here. We found a 1955 double die that was a beautiful Lincoln or alloy mix.
I have a
it was
55
costly,
improper alloy mix. Yeah, I have one of those.
But it seems to be taking a lot of steam, just like what happened with the Class 3 1909s. It went from they were everywhere to it is a scramble just to find a couple on up for option.
So I want to talk just for a second, because I'm sure you knew I would, about the dirty rollers. So here's my evidence. My evidence, quote unquote. They are very prevalent on clad coins. Very prevalent on clad coins. So you can find them on other dates and series other than cents.
So could that lead to some of the darker quarters that we've seen recently? Or would it be?
The darker quarters are just environmental toning. That's just, they just get this like terminal darkness. It's crazy.
So, and I want to point out, like the black beauties are an annealing issue.
Right.
They're not an alloy issue.
Annex. I think it's Annex, isn't it, Shawn? That labels them as, it drives me nuts.
Yarr.
Arr.
Those guys. Yeah. We also have the question from Joey: are the modern missing clad coins related to the mixed alloys?
No, because that is a plating issue.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
You have one metal on the inside with a shell of another metal on the outside. They never mix, so they can't be an improper alloy mix coin.
That makes sense. Coach's Magic is asking, are the old coins clad like the newer ones, metal sandwiched together?
No. So your clad coins would be, as far as pennies, started with 1982 and to now. So any of the 82 coppers and on back, you won't really find, I've never found anything after 56, 57 is about the latest you're going to find a true alloy mix. You might find in the 70s some silver metal inclusions. I know Jay Painters found a couple of them that I had tested at MSU, and they are silver. There is a silver streak within the copper, but you won't find an alloy mix after 56, 57.
Was there any problem at all with the 65 through 70 halves? Because that had a really weird mix.
I haven't seen any that are streaked below the surface. So when I usually have something like that to where I have a question, is it deeper than just a surface issue? Then I take an MSU, because I can get down to 10, 15 microns under the surface. And that would tell me if it's just the quote unquote 82 dirty roller scenario, or if it's actually mixed inside of it. The clad stuff I'm not going to see. You're not going to see the copper nickel combo have an improper alloy mix, because they were never meant to touch each other or mix together.
No,
so Shawn, my question: they took the tin out in '63, right?
In 60.
Was it 62? 62. So that was the last year with the tin. So why wouldn't you?
I was speaking specifically of the 65 to 70 halves.
Right. No, he said that you wouldn't find any
weird silver. Well, it's a weird silver alloy. Was kind of
And they're
I thought it was
they're a
missing.
cladding too, aren't they?
Yes, it's
Silver clad.
and it's two different types of, one is a mostly copper alloy and one is a mostly silver alloy, and
Yeah.
they're sandwiched together. It's really weird. You end up with 40% silver.
Yeah.
Stephen Forshey says, does Mr. Tew have a list of coins that he needs to complete a set of something like Lincoln cents?
Nope, I've pretty much completed all my sets right now. Right now, I'm working on the Canadian large set.
Yes, that was the bird.
You guys should join his Facebook group. You can
Yes.
you can ask all kinds of questions in there. Well, it's pretty well. So he runs it. He runs a pretty tight ship in there, just like we do on our group.
Yeah,
So
you won't find parking lot coins.
Yeah, it's monitored really well in there. But yeah, I encourage you guys to join that group for sure. Because he also has opened it up to other errors too. So
Right.
If it's a copper error, I don't bring in any of the silver or clad errors. If it's a copper error or an alloy issue, so I would include like the buffalo alloy issues, the war nickel alloy issues, or lamination. Any coins that have ragged edges or blowholes in them, those are included. So I just sold a 60, that 60D that was that 60 that was a edge blowhole. That was
the ragged fisher. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
That was very cool. I like those.
So a lot of times
those are inclusions.
I'll troll eBay for unusual coins to put on the page that I'll just try and resell. Sometimes I take a loss, sometimes I hit it out of the park, but I'd like to give the variety, a higher end variety of errors listed on the page.
You and me both, brother. You and me both.
Just watch sending Paula any pictures.
Stop it. I won't do that ever again, I promise.
Well, you won't tell me ever again.
He's guilty.
I won't tell you if I did it ever again, I promise.
Well,
I mean, I watch the sales on eBay when I start seeing like the 09 class 3s that sell for a good price, or an alloy that sells at a good price. And I'll even put some of the ones that are ridiculous, like the 1911 that's got the flake on both sides. And he uses the two articles that Mike Diamond and I wrote up of what I had as an example of, this is so rare. Well, it is rare, but it's not a $500 rare.
Yeah.
You're looking at a $70 to $100 coin for the flakes, because there just isn't many in there. The 2 years that I've been trying to find them, I have less than a dozen samples.
Yeah. And you got to find the right buyer. So, okay, well, we are going to look at some of the email. What's wrong, Shannon?
Well, I was going to say, Jack asked, how do you get a copy of the book? And one way you can do it, I think.
Sorry, my...
The giveaway?
Is a giveaway? That will be later at the end of the
Yes,
stream.
at the end,
Yeah?
we will
Okay,
be
cool.
giving this away.
So
we
Shawn, where
get
can
one
people
more.
find your book if they're looking for it?
Say that again.
Where can people find your book if they're looking for it?
I can be contacted there on the page. I do have a list of limited edition 1909 copies that were signed by myself, Jay, and Blaine. I do have also the alloy book. Those can be ordered through there. If you don't want an author signed one, they can be picked up on Amazon or Barnes and Noble.
Awesome. Jack, I can message you too and help you out with that if you later on. If you agree to come on the show. All right, okay. Anyway. Come on, Jack. All right, we're going to look at some coins here. Hang out, ask questions, whatever. If you want to interject, whatever you want to do. We are free to the banter. So, all right, welcome to Litecoin Q&A, February 26th, 2024. And Shawn, you're up. And you guys, you have to read because you're in the lineup. So
That's right.
go from the bottom up.
All right, we got a Facebook group post from Justin D. Checking off another doubled die 1968 D FS 801 found coin roll hunting. How rare is this DDR? Cherry Picker's Guide has some high prices listed.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, this one's a nice one.
That's nice. I'm getting feedback, Daniel. Are you guys getting feedback? I know you can probably hear my dogs barking and stuff. And
You're a
kids
little
in the back.
choppy.
You're sounding very robotic right now.
Double.
Is it better? No?
Say something else? Yeah, kind of.
Is it better?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know how rare this is. My suggestion would be to go to PCGS CoinFacts and NGC and see how many of them they have graded. But CAD, so let's look at quarter. 60.
It's a nice one.
Nice variety. Huh?
It's a nice one.
Yeah,
You
super
can see the
strong.
notching in the end.
It's in the D. It's in the I.
C, yeah. C, E, D, I, yeah.
U.
Pretty good spread.
FS 801. Let's see. They have, so they do not have very many listed. In 65, it's a $2,000 coin. That's for a graded, of course. Then you get down to 15, it's 100, 20, 185, 25, 235, but they only have two graded in 30. And then one graded in 40. And then one graded in 53. So it apparently is pretty doggone rare.
That's kind of what we were thinking.
Yeah, pretty stinking rare, it looks like. Either that or people just haven't had them graded.
Well, how many people
Right.
look at plaid quarters?
That's true. Well,
Right.
there are a lot of coin roll hunters that look at quarters, and this is probably one they're searching for, I imagine. Yeah, so it's a great variety.
You can even see the strong notching on the S in states from that last one.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, and you guys can tell that it's not machine doubling because it's at the same height as the other, the rest of the device, and it doesn't take anything away from it. So it just adds to the thickness. Mm-hmm. That's a big shot. That's a good shot right there.
That A. God,
Yeah, that's great.
crazy. That's good. That's nice.
Congratulations. Great variety.
Great find.
Okay, Mike, you're up.
Strike through 1929 cent from Corio. So I found this 1929 wheat cent, and it has what looks like either a large strike through error or post-mint damage. That's a pretty good range.
Right.
I feel it is likely just damage, but it looks strange and I can't figure it out. I can clearly see there is damage on the rim, but the indentation across Lincoln's face looks strange. Would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you.
You're gonna. Oh, well, there you go, Shawn. It's right up your alley.
A little from column A and a little from column B.
Right.
This is right up Shawn's alley.
All I have is the email posted. I don't have an image of the
Oh, you
coin.
don't have it? So this
No.
is not a strike through. This is a lamination.
That's
Yeah,
a
so-
lamination peel
Yeah.
with a rim bump.
Yeah, and it's
That's what I
got
said. A little
quite
from
a bit of
column A
damage.
and a little from column B. It has some
Yeah,
damage
exactly.
and it has lamination.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know. It almost looks like there might be a old lamination before strike on that left wheat. It's a discoloration right beside the E that goes down to about K9. I'd
I'm
have
not
to.
seeing it.
It might be just my screen, but that front, that Lincoln's face is definitely a detached lamination peel.
Yep. This coin has been loved.
With some
Didn't break
pincher.
all the way out though.
It didn't. There's still some hanging on there. Don't pick at it.
Don't pick at it.
Don't even look at it.
It's like the guys that peel the clamshell so they break all the way across them. Like, hey.
Oh,
Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little funny story. I work for a gentleman that is, he's lost more money in his couch cushions than I'll ever have. We'll just put it that way.
yeah.
And I had this really beautiful pound die cap that had been hit like 6 times, and he just couldn't keep himself from trying to bend it to straighten it out and busted it.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Oh,
Was
yeah.
that Aaron?
Oh, this is his dad.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, don't mess with stuff.
Don't pick at it.
Don't pick at it. So real quick, funny story. There's a 1943 steel cent full mirror brockage going up soon. Stacks, right? Is it going up in stacks? Rare coin auction?
I think so.
Anyway,
Isn't that what we said?
Yeah, I think so.
Stack power?
So we'll be showing some information to you guys so you guys can keep an eye on that auction. You guys have all seen the coin. Well, her husband didn't think it was real and scratched it.
Oh,
But it did not get, it wasn't too bad, and it did not get, they didn't ding it for that. It didn't get a details grade, but holy moly. That's going to be an expensive coin.
Yes, it will.
Sean, this is you. Oh, you can't see it. Never mind. I'm not going to make
I'll
you
read it. Yeah, I'll read it.
Okay.
Is this a lamination rip from Felty's Coins? I won this on a YouTube giveaway and wanted your opinion on it.
It's our kiddo. Oh.
Ouch.
This could very well be a little bit of a lamination peel.
Looks like it could be.
It could be.
could be a small strike through.
I would lean towards lamination peel.
I would lean towards lamination.
I'm with you. I'm just saying it's hard to tell from the relief in the picture. That's
And many times, most of the time, I'm going to venture to say lamination peels look like a peeling cuticle. Where have we heard that before? Ken Peavy. If you look at if you have cuticles that peel, it has that like jagged, kind of jagged edge. They don't always. Sometimes they're straight. But most of the time they have like they look like a little peeling cuticle, piece of skin, something. But good eye, good catch, Felties.
Yep.
Good catch. Not a lot, probably not going to add really any value to this, but super fun find. Put it in a flip and mark it and keep it. And it's 40% silver. So. And there he is again. Man, there.
Is this what I think it is from Felty's Coins? Is this a 1942 Spirit S?
He's so cute. He's so excited about this. There you go.
That's a dollar sign. That's
It
not
is.
a
dollar sign.
It's a little die crack.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
it's a die
Nice
crack.
acrylic.
It's a die crack. And I'm going to tell you guys before any of you guys say anything, I know you guys wouldn't because you're amazing. People in chat, I know you are amazing. This is our kiddo. So these may be little minor things, but to him, they're huge and they're big finds for him. So I want everybody to say, congratulations, Felties. He might have gone to
That's
bed.
filthy. I like these things. I keep
But-
them all.
No,
That's
he's still
awesome.
there.
It is awesome.
And yeah, these are great discoveries for him. He's looking at his
Absolutely.
coins, and that's exactly what we want.
Teaching him to pay attention to detail, for sure.
Nice.
Good eye. But I'll give you a little bit I'm going to lecture you just a little bit because you're a kid and I can, and I'm a grandma. You don't, if this is how close you're looking at your coins, you're looking at them too close. Because you could probably see this. I know you probably did it to take a picture for us, but for anybody else, you don't need to look at your coins this close. You're gonna wreck your eyes. Oh, it's my turn. 1955 penny from Uncle Mike. Hi, I was looking for doubled with a D, doubled dies.
Yes, a D.
Doubled dies and came across this damaged die crack on Lincoln's head. Any idea what this is? Thank you. It's kind of a different way to word that question. Oh, that's a very cool. So this one is probably listed. Cuds on coins. On
Yeah,
Cuds
'cause
on
this guy's-
coins. What, Sean?
That poor guy's falling apart.
Yes. Let's look at 55.
It's almost like he got scalped.
Yeah.
There's like 4 or 5 cracks going on there.
Yeah, I'm going to look at retained interior die breaks on U.S. coins. 1955 on Cuds on Coins. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys and see. We're going to show you real quick what this is. Retained interior die break. And let's pull this up. You're not going to be able to see both of them at the same time. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Oh, what was control and arrow up? Is that right? No. How do you make it? Hang on. How do I get closer?
Control plus.
Control plus.
Yep.
Anyway,
Or you can really use your wheel on your.
Oh, that's right. That's how. Okay.
Yeah, control. There you go. Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to go to 55. Because there's a lot of these. So, and this is how you can match yours. So you can see that there are lots of listings for this, and this date in particular. These are
We're doing a lot of quality control in 1955.
Right. And they probably noticed this and just didn't care. So
Not till
to
the
our
die fell apart.
benefit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Until the die fell apart and they had to.
Until it fell apart.
Right.
Right.
So wait, did we say what RIDB is?
Retained interior die break.
Okay.
That kind of looks like it. Down one.
Next one.
This one.
Yeah.
That one right there.
That one kind of looks
Possibly.
like it.
Possibly. There's lots of them. So I'm gonna copy this and I'm gonna put it in the chat.
And I'm going to take a minute to talk to Felties and say,
Yeah.
Felties, I have I've asked you, send me an email, Mike N at hjbltd.com. So you send me an email at my work, and I will send you something for your collection.
Okay, say that again. It's Mike N at what?
hjbltd.com.
Okay.
Harlan J. Burke Limited.
Okay.
Yeah, CJ, I'm not sure how much they could have cleaned these up. These are pretty terminal.
LDT or LTD?
LTD.
Okay.
Limited.
Okay.
There you go.
I put it in there for him.
Thank you.
LT, use that email.
And if he doesn't get back to you, I will shoot him an email with that. And then
There you go.
Okay. And that's it.
Awesome.
That's it. So I wanted to tell you guys real quick, Amanda and I are going to be doing videos on these handy dandy little things. If you've been on IDAs, you've seen me talk about these. We're going to do a video. And then Patrick sent me a set to give away. So watch out for that video because we're going to use a comment picker. So you guys are going to have to make a comment on the video to get a set of these.
What are they?
These are I'm glad you asked.
Those are cool.
So there's two different sizes. There's this one that it goes from dime all the way up to $50, I believe. And then these are the bigger ones that go dollar to like silver rounds and stuff. And there's also slots that you can put your coin and use to photograph your coins. And it's going to slip all over the place.
So
you can use
what
them to photograph your coin.
That top part is put the coin in there, and then you can use that to move around under your scope or whatever.
And this is what I'm using. So if you guys have seen me before, I used to use this little thing,
right,
that I made with like a mouse pad and an old slab, so I can turn it. But with this, you can put it underneath your scope and just turn the coin, and it doesn't fall out. You can turn it, so you can tilt it under your scope and everything. They are fancy schmancy, and they're only like $10 a piece. So, and you can get a set for like $18, but
there's a magnet underneath it that'll hold it to your scope too.
Yeah.
Cool.
So they're very cool. And, anytime that somebody comes up with something like that's like, like CJ's dies, I love these. And I think he's going to be going on after we're done. So if you guys don't have CJ's Coins and Crafts, please go grab him up. He does, if you've seen me use these 3D printed dies, but these are fantastic. They allow you to, look at your coin without worrying about getting your fingers all over it and everything else. And they're great to take pictures of your coin. The only thing I would change is this little lip because it gets in the way when you're taking pictures of the full coin. But you can put it in here and take pictures of the full coin. So
I took a knife and shaved mine off.
Did you? Oh, that's a great idea.
Customized.
That's a great idea. He probably will change it for the next one, but
he said he would when I told him that it was interfering with the picture when you have a date on a Lincoln down there that, you're trying to rotate it. And he put it on there so it wouldn't slide off because of the degree, 40 and 60 degrees. They were sliding right off the stand. So
yeah,
I just shaved it off with a pocket knife.
Handy dandy things. And he has a Facebook group and he has a website. They're called CoinView. I think let me do the giveaways real quick, and then I will put those in the chat, the links to those, unless somebody else wants to grab them. So let me pull up. I gotta set this up, StreamYard. If you guys have any questions, or go ahead while I get this set up. StreamYard giveaway tool. Okay. So we're going to give away the ANA membership first. And let me create Mike, how about you come up with a keyword for this giveaway, and then Shawn can do the next one.
Joey's asking if we heard. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No.
Joey's asking if we've heard that. Well, it would be the BEP is going to stop making star notes. I thought I heard a rumor like that.
Well, what are they going to do to replace the damaged notes then?
Just make another run.
Yeah,
make a brand new run, the whole run.
Well, I mean, it's all they do now is they start a run and they just put a star at the end. So you just continue the serial numbers where you left off.
Huh. Okay.
I mean, they're not that valuable anyway. So let's go star.
Star?
Star.
Okay.
Nice easy word. 4 letters.
Ah, there you go. All right. Let me share my screen here. And put it up there. All right, you guys. Hashtag star. If you want to win the ANA Gold membership. And if you guys don't win and you're not members of the ANA, you should be.
You should join.
That's right. If you're watching us, it's because you want to learn about coins and the hobby and stuff, and that is a great place to learn. And it is our National Coin Club. And yeah, and if you know a kid, if you're already a member and you know a kid, you can still win this and you can give it away to somebody. So.
And Paula, Dirty Water said that he was actually able to add his ANA giveaway to his current subscription.
Fantastic. I didn't know if they were doing that or not. Yeah. So fantastic.
And I will put in a plug for the ANA for one more thing. So
yes, please
they do all these different memberships. There used to be just basically two. It was a yearly and it was a annual and a lifetime. And then they came up with these internet based memberships where you can, just get the digital numismatist and you can you get all the other benefits, but you don't get the printed magazine. And it's a substantial discount to the membership. They offer that as a life membership. And it's really cheap.
They do, and that's the membership I have because
that's the one I have as well.
I have too many printed magazines.
I can watch them online. I can look at them online.
Yes.
If you really want to, you can order a copy.
Yes. Oh, nice. Copperal visited the ANA Museum of Money. And I also tell you guys that every month they do I think it's monthly. It might even be sooner than that, but they have an eBay store. And they do a auction on their eBay store. And they're probably all donated items that people donate. And it probably goes to all their programs. So, and they have a YouTube channel with amazing videos. I think Jack has done videos for them. You guys, haven't you guys been on there before, Mike? Or you guys are in the...
I don't know if we've ever been on the ANA site. I know that we're open to it, but I don't
you should have been.
Yeah.
You will be someday.
Someday.
When
we make it big.
Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and draw this. Good luck, everybody. 3, 2, 1, go.
3, 2, 1, go. Good luck. Good luck. I saw Roseanne's.
Highlighter. Okay.
It's already rigged.
Rigged.
Noodle.
Brian Savage, congratulations. What we need from you is we need you, if somebody could put our email in the chat, we need you to shoot us an email and we will let you know what we need you to do. We'll get you in contact with Donna from the ANA and we'll go from there. All right. And I am going to... Now we're going to come up with another one. Shawn Tew, what do you want your keyword to be?
We're going to do hashtag IAM.
IAM.
Improper alloy mix. IAM.
There you go.
Will I am.
I am.
Will I am.
Hang
on, let me present to you, share screen. And to let you guys know, it doesn't have to be, it can be capital, it can be small, it doesn't matter. But it does have to be just like.
So you're saying it could be either big or little, that's okay.
It can, that's what she said.
Thank you.
I knew you were baiting me on that one.
He's master at it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a masturbator, that's right.
Guys, I promise this is a PG rated show.
It's supposed to be. Felties, go to bed.
I didn't say anything.
Oh my gosh. Amanda, do you guys, so I don't know if some of you were around, some of you weren't, but our little kiddo Trey, he's not a kiddo anymore. But that used to be what we would say to him. Go to bed, Trey. I actually bought him a t-shirt that said, go to bed, Trey.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. No, he's done pretty amazing for himself.
Green
he's
eggs
into Franklin $half big time.
That's Sam I am. That's Sam I am.
Sam I am. Green eggs and ham.
Yes.
So this is for the book, you guys. This is for the signed book. It is signed. Somewhere.
Good book.
It's on the front page.
It's
Right
on the
there.
front page.
Yeah,
I
just
flipped,
open it up. There
I
it is.
flipped past the front page.
And didn't you put? Was this the one you put the numbers on?
No, that was the
Oh
1909.
no, that was the rabbit hole.
Yeah,
All right.
it's a beautiful book. It's lovely. Oh my gosh. Hello. Look at that.
I still
Oh,
own all
hold on.
those, by the way.
Well, you need to
Nice.
send me that one. Okay.
Coin Dragon. I cried. Drop
Oh
it
my gosh.
on us.
Yep. So most of that, or some of the information that he went over with us tonight is in this, and in more in depth.
Made you a ham.
All right, you guys, I'm going to give it about 30 more seconds, and I'm going to draw it because I'm getting hungry and it's dinner time.
Oh, Dean.
It
Get
is
'em in
dinner
there.
time. All right. We got 67 in. Make sure you guys, if you leave, hit the thumbs up on your way out. If you're not subscribed, we would appreciate a subscription. If you liked what you saw tonight. Yeah. All right, you guys. Good luck, everybody. 3, 2, 1, draw.
3, 2, 1, go.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I saw ashes.
Ooh.
Zach Schindel.
No.
Zach
Congratulations.
Schindel.
Congratulations.
Zach, make sure that you shoot us an email and let us know that you won this book. And we need your YouTube name, your real name, and your shipping address. And hopefully you're inside the United States, because I should have said that. We're only shipping to the United States. Should have said it, but.
Except Minnesota.
Except Minnesota and Louisiana.
But anything that ends in E.
All right, you guys, do you have any final words? Shawn, Mike, thanks so much for coming out. Shawn, amazing presentation. Thanks for hanging out with us.
I saw a comment that Ida put out, and yes, alloys can be just one-sided. They don't necessarily are. They're one-sided and two-sided.
Yes.
Cool.
Thank you so much again, you guys, for hanging out with us.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome anytime. Mike, you're welcome anytime. If you guys have friends, family that collects, share us out. We are strictly here to give you guys information and teach you guys how to be good collectors and enjoy the hobby. So it's what we love to do. So on that note, peace.
All right.
Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.